I like boobies. You like boobies. Vicky likes boobies.
You're tacky and I hate you.
Now, are there any damn questions?
Have you any idea what the street value of this mountain is?
This is a nice fish, you know? Big fucking eyes, but a nice fucking fish.
Now make yourself one, dickweed.
Sorry doesn't put the Triscuit crackers in my stomach, now does it, Carl?
But did you die? Maybe it's a 10-year plan.
Good evening, bottom feeders and underachievers. And welcome to another free episode of entertainment for you fucking pores. But it's special tonight. Tonight, we ask you to invoke the lovely feeling of nostalgia as we travel back in time to the 90s to do the greatest action movie of the 90s tournament. Oh, then he perked right up.
I already know the answer.
I have.
Great. I know already. I fucking know already.
I have, not by myself, with one other person in this group, Mike, have assembled 32 of the greatest action movies of the 90s, and we have pit them against themselves to crown a champion.
You have pit them in a very specific order, I'm sure.
I have not. It was random as usual. However, the matchups in the first round are going to call into question whether I'm full of shit or not. And I stand by my word that I am not. I have witnesses to the process.
I should have known.
So, boys, girls, countrymen, how we do things here is...
We're going to have to rein it in.
We pit things against each other. We vote on it. Winner moves forward. Loser, booed.
So three votes is...
3 votes is...
How many vetoes? How many vetoes do I get?
No vetoes in this tournament because we're not in person.
No vetoes for you?
No, for anybody. So,
myself.
This
No Don Corleones.
is the weekend. I am your host, Justin, as always, joined by...
Mike. Kyle. Vin. Joe.
Okay, let's start things off with The Crow versus Total Recall.
Ooh, fuck.
Yeah, none of these are fucking easy, by the way.
Action, if we're talking straight, stupid action, I gotta go Total Recall.
I gotta agree with Mike.
Crow is a romance.
Okay.
It's a love
Listen,
story.
it's categorized as an action movie.
It is, but for my money...
So we have one Total Recall.
2 Total Recalls.
Joe's the Total Recall. I'm going to go The Crow.
Just keep it alive.
I'm gonna go the Crow just to make Vinny have the tiebreaker. I want to say the Crow so bad, but I agree with Mike. Total Recall.
Okay.
It's not a tumor.
Can take you out 2 miles.
All right.
Are you Hausa?
Next up, Sudden Death versus Rush Hour.
Rush Hour.
It's quick.
Well, yeah, because it's Rush Hour.
Sudden Death. Van Damme as a firefighter in an ice rink trying to defuse bombs. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It's beautiful.
I'm going to go Sudden Death as well. Guys, we still need votes, not just faces.
You know what my vote is.
Rush Hour.
Rush Hour is a good comedy.
Rush Hour. Vinny says Rush Hour.
No. Vinny says Sudden Death.
Okay.
I actually also say Sudden Death.
All right. Sudden Death is moving on. Fight number 3. The Boondock Saints versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
And that's an action movie?
Yes.
Boondock Saints. Original?
The original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm going
Turtles.
Ninja Turtles.
I'm gonna go with Ninja Turtles as well. Because Boondock Saints has action, but it's not as much about action to me.
No.
You remember what the turtles look like in that fucking movie, right?
Yeah, but they're ninjas. They're constantly fighting shit.
Yeah.
It didn't get
I loved
silly.
it.
It didn't get real silly until after that first one.
Yeah, two they didn't
Couldn't
use
use their weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
Like
one?
you got a great argument with that. It's you're right because I love Boondock Saints. I love Boondock Saints.
That was
But
the moment I thought Kyle was gonna erupt like a fucking volcano.
Why? Oh, because of that matchup, or
Yes.
because Boondock Saints is going to lose?
Because of the matchup.
like
Yeah.
Boondock Saints is a great story. It's got a great script, great acting, phenomenal directing.
It's like more like Pulp Fiction, though.
Right, which is not an
Who's
action
the
movie.
who is the costume designer? Because get bigger shirts, right? Like they wear tiny shirts. Why are they wearing tiny shirts?
I mean, you have to understand what this tournament is, though, right? Like that's probably why. Yeah, I mean, like
Okay,
it's not a question of which is the better movie.
fight number
No,
4.
it's just, because if you're going to go on a scale of better movie, of course Boondock Saints wins.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
Best action movie.
I got the Ninja Turtles as a.
All right, it already
had
won.
more
It already won.
action.
We gotta move
I
on.
honestly don't love any of the movies to win this tournament that we've gone through so far.
I don't even think you've seen Sudden Death.
Next up, Virtuosity versus The Rock.
Oh, The Rock.
It's The Rock for me.
The Rock.
The Rock.
Yeah,
The
okay.
Rock.
Next up, Con Air versus Point Break.
Con Air.
Point Break.
Oh,
I'm not giving
Original-
Baker a row. Point Break.
Original Point Break?
Yes.
I have to go Con Air because I gotta be honest with you. When the wind blows and I step outside, I do this all the time, dude. And I just think of that moment.
It's a valid reason.
Yep.
oh.
I'm a cop. That's what I do.
I have
how
to give
it
it
all
to Point
started.
Break.
Yeah.
Point Break got the win?
Point Break.
Point Break got the win.
Con shit.
Yeah.
That's such a hard thing. I'm just thinking of the action sequences in each movie. Point Break.
Hey, Utah.
Yeah, just
Make it 2.
Next up, Face Off versus Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Two of the cheesiest action movies on this fucking.
I gotta go Face Off, dog.
I gotta go Face Off. Mortal Kombat. It's a martial arts movie, sure, but Face Off is John Woo ridiculousness. How many doves are in Mortal Kombat? 0.
Dude, the Golden Guns.
Well, the doves have to be alive because we don't know how many dead doves are in Mortal Kombat.
Reptile might have eaten one.
I'm going Mortal Kombat.
Okay, so again, I'm the deciding vote.
Yeah, you gotta be quicker, bitch.
I gotta say Face Off.
Okay.
Yes, you went to film school after all.
John Woo, he was king of those
Have you ever
cheesy
fired 2 guns
action
while
movies.
jumping through the air in slow motion?
Next up, Terminator 2 Judgment Day versus Desperado.
Terminator 2.
T2.
I love Desperado, but T2 is fucking perfection.
Figured it was gonna win.
Didn't even have to.
There's no, yeah. That's,
Yeah, I was going to pick that.
Yeah, I figured.
next up, True Lies versus The Matrix.
The Matrix.
The Matrix.
Okay.
We can't
True
get True
Lies
Lies.
is great, though.
True Lies is excellent.
True Lies is great, but yeah, The Matrix.
Revolutionary.
All right. Do we want to finish out one side and then go to the other side, or do we want to bounce back and forth?
Nick, go to the other side, Nick.
Okay.
Let's start
Yeah,
off.
do the whole round.
Next up, Blade versus Starship Troopers.
Wait,
Holy fuck, that was hard.
It is hard. I will go.
Stupid action.
Yeah.
Starship Troopers.
Yes, Starship Troopers.
Blade's fucking great though.
It is. It started the Marvel era.
I'm gonna go Blade.
I can't completely. I'm not going to shit on it.
It's down to Kyle.
I said belated wedding.
Oh, okay. I did not hear you. Not bad.
Obviously.
Next up, Fifth Element versus Goldeneye.
Fifth Element. Fucking
Fifth Element.
fuck Goldeneye. Joe isn't even allowed to say Goldeneye.
He's not. So, Mike, you voted what?
Fifth Element.
Okay, Kyle, what's your vote?
Fifth Element.
Okay, Vinny.
Same, Fifth Element.
Damn, see, you weren't playing with me here. I wanted to force it on Joe, so that Fifth Element won no matter what, because he couldn't pick Goldeneye.
Sorry.
Not Fifth Element is the one I'm voting for.
It's not in my vocabulary. Unless we're talking about the video game, I couldn't, in good conscience, say it.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, Small Soldiers versus Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
For scale alone.
Bad Boys.
Small Soldiers. I mean, for the record, I say Small Soldiers.
Captain Contrary.
I can't even believe that made this list.
It's an action movie.
I can't believe
Tommy Lee Jones.
It's also one of the few family action movies.
Kid friendly.
Yeah, kind of.
A little bit fucked up, but kid friendly.
I didn't know this tournament was for children.
Hey.
I didn't know we were Wu-Tang Clan.
Next up, Time Cop versus The Saint.
Time Cop.
The Saint.
The Saint.
I don't know if I've seen either one of these.
Well, you know who's getting one, and he does a lot of kicks, like these. Time Cop. It's Time Cop.
Time Cop.
Okay.
We have Val Kilmer doing this.
Val Kilmer's an actor, everybody.
I like The Saint.
I liked his I liked him in that movie.
Next
That was
up,
a good movie, but it's not Time Cop, right?
No, it's not.
Independence Day versus Hard Target.
Hard Target.
Independence Day.
Independence Day.
Yeah, even though my mama took one, Independence Day.
Movie's so overrated.
This next one, I'm sorry that it happened this way, but Last Action Hero versus Demolition Man.
Demolition Man. 1,000 times.
Demolition Man, because it's a serious action movie.
Is it fucking serious though?
In comparison.
I'll go Last Action Hero.
I'm going Last Action
Throw a
Hero.
wrench. Joe, you fucking
You have to be quicker, Joe.
I was deciding because I love both movies.
I know.
We'll make quick decisions.
Go with your
Demolition Man's almost like...
I do gotta go with Demolition Man.
Wow.
Judge Dredd. Prologue.
John Spartan, Halo. Hello.
Last Action Hero was great, but
Murder, Death, Kill.
Demolition Man was higher.
Air Force One versus Darkman. I'm voting Darkman.
Air Force One.
Air Force One.
I've only seen Air Force One.
Darkman's a great movie.
I know.
It is good. It's solid.
You know.
Air Force One.
You said you've never seen it.
Well, like, I saw the trailer and I was like, when I was gonna watch it one day, but then I saw it really.
You were like, oh, this is totally a great movie.
It doesn't matter. Air Force One.
Time period.
Air Force One got the go.
I'm gonna watch it one day, but I watched Air Force One.
Darkman's good. The Fugitive versus Tombstone.
Tombstone.
Wow.
If we're talking about action movies,
Tombstone.
It's not very actiony.
Tombstone.
I say The Fugitive.
I would say The Fugitive.
More suspense.
Tombstone.
So that's 2 and 2.
Tombstone. I think at this point it's 8 and 2.
Oh wow!
Tombstone.
I went with Tombstone. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yay, Joe.
Total Recall versus Sudden Death.
Total Recall.
Sudden Death.
Total Recall.
Total Recall.
You know, is this 90s only?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry. There's going to be of the decades, and then we're going to take the 4 champions.
Because I was going to say, there's a couple here I'm not. You know, I know Street Fighter didn't make the list.
No, it didn't.
It wasn't even considered.
Not even.
Oh, right, because it's like grandiose. Like obviously, This is for
Didn't want a
five
complete
movies.
sweep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up,
I'm surprised you didn't put in Mortal Kombat Annihilation over that.
God.
it was close.
Oh.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus The Rock.
Turtles.
Rock.
Turtles.
Yeah, it looks like Turtles is going through.
We like turtles.
Point Break versus Face Off.
Point Break.
Face Off.
Face off.
Wow, fuck. I was going Point Break.
Yeah,
Face
it's
Off.
way more ridiculous.
I know. Terminator 2 Judgment Day versus The Matrix.
Now it's getting tricky.
Matrix, easy.
That's
Terminator 2.
Yo, you didn't go to film school, you liar.
Freaking Terminator 2 is a
What's the vote down at
masterpiece.
right now?
It's
What,
just
one?
it's 1-1.
This is gonna be.
Matrix.
Yeah, Joe took the blue pill, everybody.
I'm gonna go T2.
Justin took the blue pill, everybody.
I'm gonna go Matrix.
Wow.
Red pill, brah.
Okay. Blade versus The Fifth Element. Blade.
Oh,
Blade.
okay.
There we go.
I was gonna say Fifth Element, just a fly.
Bad Boys versus Time Cop.
Time Cop.
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
Joe, you were a liar, bro. You were
I love Bad Boys.
biggest sandbagging guy I've ever seen in my life.
Question. Query. How did Bad Boys 2 not make this list?
Because it's not good.
We kept it to, with the exception of Terminator, because the first one came out in the 80s. We tried to keep it to anything that wasn't a sequel.
That makes sense.
And for argument's sake, Terminator 2 is one of the best action movies ever made. So it had to make
Well, we'll
this.
see.
And Bad Boys 2 is a 2000s movie.
Was it a 2000s movie?
Yep, 2003.
There you go.
Oh well, we'll have a list one day.
Independence Day versus Demolition Man.
Independence Day.
Demolition Man.
Independence Day.
Demolition Man. What?
Yep. ID4. Got it through.
That movie was that summer.
Ugh.
Air Force One versus Tombstone.
Air Force One.
Tombstone.
Air Force One.
Air Force
Tombstone.
One.
It's on me, huh?
Yeah.
Tombstone.
I'm gonna have to go Air Force One because it's more of an action movie than Tombstone.
Harrison Ford showed he could still kick ass.
You
He's only in
motherfucker.
his 40s. Come on.
Okay. Total Recall versus.
We gotta do it. Hang on, we gotta do a tournament of westerns eventually.
So
We
Tombstone's gonna win.
Will it?
Well, it's gotta win something.
Unforgiven
It's
was
not gonna
good.
fucking win this now.
We just did it. It won.
Okay.
Total Recall versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
We're going to
Total Recall.
Arnold.
Well, I didn't hear anything because
Total
Mike was
Recall.
doing anything. Slow down. Who voted?
Total Recall.
Total Recall.
Total Recall.
Total Recall.
Total Recall.
Ninja Turtles.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Vin,
Doesn't
you
matter.
want to just throw a vote out there?
I don't even know what I would do. I pass.
Face
You want
Off
to-
versus The Matrix.
Matrix.
Not even hard. Not even hard.
Okay, Matrix it is. Blade versus Bad Boys.
Blade.
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
Independence Day versus Air Force
Wait,
One.
Dustin, what did you vote for?
Bad Boys.
I knew it.
So that won?
Yeah.
Yeah, somehow it won.
Independence Day versus Air Force One.
Independence Day.
Independence Day.
Independence Day.
Independence Day.
Is that a sweep? Is that a sweep? You know it's a sweep.
I don't know. Next up, Total Recall versus The Matrix.
The
Matrix.
Matrix.
Matrix. Matrix.
Okay.
See what the polydic
The Battle of the Will Smiths. Bad Boys versus Independence Day.
Independence Day.
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
It's a fucking travesty.
Is it?
Dude, the Porsche
You know what the
race
travesty
at
is?
the end was
Tombstone should have been
awesome.
here, Mike, and you're the reason it's not. You're the reason it's not.
It's a drama.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got like 3 action sequences.
You know why? Because when I said it 17 times to Joe, he finally gave in and said it.
I looked
I'm
at
not Joe.
lists of the
I
best
know,
action
that's
movies.
the problem.
Listed as best action movies. Now, are some of these also subgenres of other things? Yes. But, so be it.
It's more of a drama.
The Matrix versus Bad Boys.
Matrix.
Bad Boys.
Don't fucking lie to yourselves.
You're right.
No,
Matrix.
what's better
Yeah,
here?
don't be a liar. So you went
Ladies,
to film school. What is that devious look on your face?
If Michael Bay beats the Wachowskis here, you're not allowed to say Matrix anymore either. I just put that on bet.
I'm weighing it out.
That
I'm weighing it out now.
that was the fastest tournament we've ever done.
Wait, what one? Because I didn't.
The Matrix one, Joe. There's 4
Okay.
people fucking voted for it.
Okay.
Wait, that was it?
Yeah, that was it. That was the whole thing.
Usually we have some better grandiose. I'm not keeping track here. I didn't.
Yeah. No, that was it. That was,
So was that the whole show?
that was all 32. We
No,
went.
was that the whole show?
I mean, yeah, with
The
the
whole show, just that tournament.
tournament was the show. It was supposed to go longer.
Because when Mike said there were like segments of it,
Well, because
I didn't realize that the segments were, it's a tournament for Kyle. We're going to include a movie Joe can't say, and there's like 17 Van Damme movies that are not going to win.
to be
I didn't
fair,
realize.
You missed a few Van Damme movies. There's Nowhere to Run.
I didn't miss them.
There's Cyborg. There's Double Team. I'm not done. There's The Quest. The Quest came out in the 90s. That was a good one.
Really good movie.
Yeah, actually, that almost made it.
Cyborg was 89.
You know, I could have put Solo on here
Could have.
Solo.
for all
Do you
of
remember
them.
that?
I do remember that.
Oh, like Michael Jordan. Whoever was like Michael Jordan.
Mario Van
That
Peebles.
was Mario Van Peebles.
Yeah.
Soldier could have been on here.
I was really upset. I thought Kyle was going to have much more of a reaction to Boondock Saints versus Ninja Turtles. Like, I thought that was going to destroy him internally as both.
Well, I don't think of Ninja Turtles as an action movie.
The first one you don't think is an action movie?
I don't think of it as an action movie.
I mean, it is.
I know.
Because I was so young, I think of it as like a kid's movie.
Like,
You didn't put a lot of sequels on there. You didn't put you only put Terminator 2, but Die Hard with Vengeance is
I saw
one of the best.
sequel.
Yeah.
And technically,
I saw
GoldenEye
Boondock
is a
Saints
sequel.
like 15 years after it came out.
Really?
And, well, think about it. Well, when did it come out?
Okay, yeah, you were only like
Yeah.
12.
Well, Justin didn't see it till like a fucking full year after I saw it.
It's true.
Wait, didn't you only see it because I told you to?
Correct. Even though I told him several times that he needs to watch it. It's a great movie.
I sometimes forget how older I am.
I watched it, I think, senior year of high school I watched it.
So,
We were
yeah.
having a conversation about favorite movies. It was like one of my teachers in high school had a conversation about favorite movies. And one of the kids in my class said that movie, and his reaction was, "That is a great movie." And I was like, "I've never even fucking heard of this movie."
All right. So,
Whole class turned.
I'm going to run down one of the lists that I used to compile our tournament. And we'll see if any of the ones that I mentioned that weren't in the tournament should have been.
Yes.
So, Terminator 2, The Matrix, Heat,
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Much more of a drama, I say, because
Okay.
again, it only has like 2 or 3 action sequences.
Total Recall, The Rock, Face Off, Blade, Speed. Speed didn't make the list because I fucking hate it.
Yeah, even though it is one big action sequence, and it definitely deserved to be on the list.
It's just-
not just
The fucking premise is dumb.
It wasn't never going to win.
No, it
There
wasn't.
is a bomb on that bus.
I'm a cop. This is a bus. That's a bomb.
GoldenEye.
Speed would have been like the Minnesota Vikings of this tournament.
Yeah.
All hype and no championship.
GoldenEye, True Lies, Mission Impossible, Die Hard with a Vengeance, but again, it was a sequel. Con Air, Clear and Present Danger. Die Hard 2 is on here, Die Harder. Bad Boys,
No.
Air Force One, Enemy of the State,
Oh, dude, that was great.
Patriot Games,
Never gonna win.
Demolition Man, Twister is considered an action movie.
Yes, yes, it is.
It's a disaster movie.
That's why we kept it off.
Yeah.
However, Independence Day could also be looked at that way.
No, because the aliens are a literal strike force.
Yeah. Men in Black.
Yeah, it's more sci-fi. Yeah,
But it's got an action bend to it.
yeah.
There's a lot of action set pieces.
Fugitive, Rush Hour, Lethal Weapon 3, U.S. Marshals, Cliffhanger, Predator 2, Under Siege.
Cliffhanger. It's a good movie. It's not very actiony.
Yeah. Desperado, Broken Arrow, Three Kings, The Last Boy Scout, Universal Soldier, The Jackal, Assassins, Blown Away, Chain Reaction.
Universal Soldier is the one so far that deserved to be on the list. I didn't even think about it. But yeah.
I didn't want
Drago and Van Damme.
Yeah, I didn't want to overpopulate the Van Damme-ness. He did.
He owned the 90s.
I agree.
Everyone knows that.
We're not arguing that.
You notice who didn't have one single movie on the list? He didn't get on the list at all. No, he didn't get on the list at all for some reason.
Weird.
Why?
Weird.
Out for Justice is an 80s movie, that's why.
Because he's a tubby old prick who only knows how to toss people around. He can't actually fight.
Let me tell you something. You don't talk to me like that. Let me tell you something.
What was that movie?
Talk about weird runs.
Out for Justice.
Mark for Death.
No.
Death for Death. Tit for Tat. Up for Down. D for MX.
No, the movie where they kill him in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Oh,
Executive Decision.
they launch him out of a friggin' airlock. Oh, what a twat.
Jurassic Park?
Yeah, it is undeniably an action movie.
I wouldn't have voted for it.
That probably would have been a top 4.
I would have gotten past the first round for me. I can understand
I think I would have picked it over pretty much anything except for Terminator 2 or The Matrix.
Even Time Cop?
La Femme Nikita?
I thought it was a show.
It was a movie first. Batman Returns, technically, I guess. But that was a sequel.
Penguin Rockets. No.
So yeah, I think I covered most of the bases here.
We got the best out of all of them.
The problem's going to be trying to avoid sequels when I get to the 2000s.
There's a lot of sequels.
Yeah, there's nothing new. We're going to have to rely on sequels a lot in the 2000s.
What about remakes when you get into the 2010s?
Yeah, they'll count.
Or should we just do a whole remake tournament one day?
Pit the original versus the remake?
I was thinking just remakes. What is the best remake of all time, Tony?
Yeah, we could do that. But, I think one that I would have liked to put on here, but it would have absolutely gotten shot down, real quick. The Guyver.
I think we're the only two people who saw it.
I love that fucking movie. I love it so much.
What is it?
It's called The Guyver.
What is that?
Based on an anime.
Yes.
It's one of the few movies in the 80s that got a U.S.
91.
translation. 91?
Yes. It could have been in the tournament.
Could have.
Mark Hamill's in it.
And he's not the lead.
Plays a cop.
Yeah. Makes it to Act 3 and then just gets mutated.
Yeah. It's one of my fucking guilty pleasure movies. I love it so much.
In a lot of ways, it's the live action version of Arkham Asylum. Mark Hamill makes it to the last act and gets mutated.
Yeah. But I felt that it was a strong representation of the 90s. We know our 90s champion moving forward to the Tournament of Champions for action movies. We have to go
Quick
through
question.
80s,
So part of my
2000s.
campaigns is going to be like 8 fucking movies. Is that how we're doing this?
We're gonna take 4 champions, and so 80s, 90s, 2000s, and then the 20 teens.
Yeah, I guess 70s don't really have a lot of action.
Not really.
No, a lot of cars flipping and disaster movies in the 70s.
So we'll take those 4, and it'll be
I'm
like
not allowed to mention the movies in the 70s.
it'll be a serious debate amongst the 4.
What?
Something tells me we should just slap that on the end of a weekend.
Probably.
Yeah.
It'll replace the "you piece of shit" that week. But there will be the action movie Tournament of Champions.
I think we should just accept the fact that we did a really short episode for a change.
No, that's fine. We got an extra 10 minutes out of going over movies that potentially could have been on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so while I have you guys, when are we doing this fucking D&D thing?
It's D&D.
Dude, my life is a vacant hole.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but
Not
I'm
my
really
question.
good at scheduling myself. Mike and I aren't the fucking problem. We're pretty much, we hang out every weekend, pretty much. So
well, I mean, realistically, I don't know how long Justin would plan a campaign to take.
I mean, any good campaign's going to be at least 2 to 3 hours. But for a starter.
Well, that's, yeah.
Does anybody got dice?
Yeah.
They don't have dice, dude. What kind of question is that?
No, like multi-siders.
Yeah.
James does.
Yeah.
Do you have a dodecahedron?
I bought a D&D starter kit many moons ago.
Do we need our own set each?
We should, right?
Yeah, everybody.
I have mine with the.
Everybody should have their own set.
I have one with the Stranger Things set, so.
But you can. I mean, you guys can. You can share if you want. It's not a big deal.
Here's a question. So, like, when you roll, I'm not asking the question specifically for like D6s.
Yeah.
Because that's most of the time when you need a multi-roll, it's a D6.
Yeah.
From what I'm understanding. So, like, how many of those does each person need?
You just rolling the
You're
same
not gonna-
multiples, right?
What?
You're using the same D6 and rolling it multiple times, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. Well, I would think not, because, like, for example, when you're rolling for your own stats, if you're rolling 4 D6s times 6 stats, you're rolling 24 times to get your stats.
You roll pretty quick, Kyle. Like, you don't have to, like. It's not like you're playing a board game where you have to stare at it. You just gotta drop it, and you're like, okay, that's a fucking 6. That's
Last
a 2.
time I played, we had I think it was you roll a d20 for your, when you take a hit or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how advanced the fucking crew you're playing with is. Like, yeah, you can roll multiple die at once, but if we're starting out, everybody's probably just going to have one set of die.
I'm pretty advanced.
Shut up.
I've been
Played since high school.
Yeah. Some people call me the most advanced. I wouldn't say that. But
No one does.
People said that about you.
Yeah. They've said it.
Say it more and more each day. I tell them to not say it, but like.
Yeah. They said we should change the name to Advanced.
There you go.
But do you know what I will say more and more each day? That if you want to sponsor Nerdities,
Oh my god.
write to us at
No, we're just having a friendly
nerdities@gmail.com.
conversation here.
Yeah.
No, all that cool
Joe,
stuff.
it's not, we didn't even close the show. You're jumping
Yeah.
the gun.
Yeah, great. Free ad. Also, we'll send you Joe the Boy.
Sponsor Nerdities. Let us do some fun things. Nerdities@gmail.com.
Joe wants to do fun things with you. Joe, email us. Joe will do fun things with you in just a hat. Who knows where he'll be wearing it? You know what I mean? I honestly think this is the start of something nice.
A beautiful friendship.
Yeah.
But, all right. Realistically speaking, if we
No, you
don't,
Justin.
if we do not get the campaign started by like the end of this summer, then I don't see it happening until
2030.
probably closer to like November.
Well, I'm like legitimately asking because in order to plan it out, I need to like know how much time we need to schedule. Like, realistically, we're not going to bang out the whole campaign in one night, right? Or are we?
Probably not.
So, how many nights of say 3 hours would we need to complete a camp? Like, if the idea is because I don't really know how long it takes to accomplish things. So, like.
So
how long does it take to acquire enough HP to level up, or XP to level up?
It's hard to like even give you an average on it because it's based on, you know, what exactly the campaign is.
Well, you level up as a group, right?
You can.
Are we turning this into a video series?
No.
I mean, we could though.
Not the first go around.
We should record it and see how horrendous it is.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
maybe
that's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
because we talk about it. We're talking about on the show, so I think if the viewers probably want to see the shitstorm that is going to be us playing D&D.
But if we're doing that, we're not getting together to do it. Then that would be my question. Isn't that the point?
well, you have to. You have to play together. We can't.
Yeah. We couldn't do it over this.
No.
But we probably just like set up the cameras and just record it there.
Yeah. So we have to get together, and that's where we run into the thing.
Timing and scheduling.
I can tell you this coming Saturday, I'm helping my friend move in Pennsylvania.
We're not playing now.
I legitimately don't think I could until August.
My schedule.
Right.
August 13th to the 20th, I'll be
He's
in
on a cruise.
Bermuda,
Jamaica?
Bahamas.
Oh, I want to take you.
Thank you, Joe.
Florida Keys. Same difference.
That's where we are.
Outside of that, I think I'm good. Just,
Yeah, September is going to be tough because of Kelly's wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that.
I have been gifted a vacation for the third week of October.
Rocktober.
So I will not be around for that. That's why I said November, probably the easiest. It gives us more than enough time to plan out a schedule.
November's probably the easiest
schedule.
Yeah. I think because we give ourselves enough time to schedule it in.
My 44th birthday is on a Friday. So that night or the night after.
Do we do a birthday weekend D&D?
Well, okay. So I guess the question is, do we need to think about it in terms of scheduling multiple times to do it? Because, like, are we going to do one night and then have to schedule the next time, like, 3 months later?
No,
like,
I think since we're giving ourselves enough time now, we can pick 2 weekends in that month, and that could be the first campaign.
So it would be, like, 6 hours total?
Yeah.
Like 2-3 hour stints?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another important question, who's coming dressed as character?
Nah.
No? I mean, I'm a barbarian. I just don't have to wear
There's a real potential that I will be doing well, it depends. What are we doing? Are we doing our characters or are we doing the Stranger Things thing?
Oh, well, then that's completely different if that's what we're... I don't know how long if the Stranger Things thing happens, I don't know if that's going to take as long. If we're doing a true D&D campaign and, you know, it's our own characters and whatnot, which is the way I think I'd prefer to do it, then I'd say, yeah, a minimum 6 hours between the two sets.
Well, I would also rather jump right in with my own character, but that's only because I've been sitting on my character for like a fucking year.
I know.
Yeah.
So that gives everybody plenty of time.
Like watch my character die immediately.
I have no control over that.
I disagree.
The Dungeons and Dragons Stranger Things starter set is not a long module. The adventure itself is only going to take a few hours, as it only takes players through a single level.
Yeah.
It's not a multi-session campaign.
Right.
So that's an option.
I do have to reread the new rule set, though.
When does Stranger Things... Did they announce a date when the new
Don't
season
get us
starting?
off track,
Yeah,
Joe.
Joe.
Well, I was going to say we could coincide with that.
No.
To do the Stranger Things one?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do the Stranger Things one. We just established this.
Oh, at all?
Yes.
Can I be a mage knight werewolf?
Dude, you can be whatever the...
No,
Well,
you can't
probably
be
can't be a
things.
werewolf in Justin's campaign.
You can't be a mage knight werewolf.
Can I be a...
You know what would be fun, though?
And if
Justin throwing out were creatures in our campaign,
it's gonna happen.
just to see who gets bitten.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, can I be half wolf man,
No, you
half knight, half mage?
no, you would be paladin.
I thought I would be paladin.
I didn't.
wouldn't...
He's asking if he could be a mage knight. It's not a thing. A paladin's the closest. Joe, that's fine.
What about
There could be
wizard
5
knight?
paladins. I don't give a fuck. It's the same thing, Vinny.
Wizard knight, wolf man.
You can't be a wolfman unless you were bit by the fucking
You know,
werewolf.
I can't, like,
half man.
I don't want to waste
half
my
bear
energy,
pig.
like, honestly explaining things right now.
I'm gonna make sure.
It's just fuckery.
I'm gonna make sure Vinny gets bit by a fucking wereworm.
What about half bear, half man
He
pig?
loses strength.
My main ability is unbiteable.
You're making things up.
Nuh-uh.
Yes.
Unbiteable.
I think that's a
John's going to play
Isn't that a beat?
Power Man.
What?
John's going to play. He's going to be Power Man.
Yeah.
No, John's not allowed to play because of that.
Yeah. Can I just
Maybe
be
an actual ranger so we can
John's
make everything.
gonna roll d20s for his stats.
Yeah, he's gonna have a 20-sided dice with just 20s on it.
Yeah.
He's like, what?
Like you, it's only a
What?
6-sider. No, man, I'm 20s.
That's my ability. My special ability, I roll 20s.
You roll,
My ability is better than
How do
you.
you roll stats? Like, you roll 4 d6s and then take out the lowest?
Yeah.
Is that how you do it?
Yeah.
I know that's how people do it. I don't know if that's how you guys do it.
That's how I've done it.
Okay.
Find my set.
It's gonna be real sad if no one dies in the first campaign, though, and like we start doing it more often, and everybody gets really, really like close to their characters and stuff, and then one of them finally dies because I've seen it fucking break people before.
Oh,
Stuff like that.
I have the special ability to conquer death
No, you don't.
and re-find my corpse.
No, you don't.
I do. I just said
No,
it.
no, you don't.
You know what I
Because
found out yesterday?
what?
You know how you don't just have like a class and a race, you have a background
Yeah.
also? I didn't know that Acolyte background also grants you separate things.
Does it?
Having a background is Acolyte, which is like what most clerics are.
Yeah.
What else does it give you?
2 extra languages apparently, and 2 extra I guess they're skills. Like you get insight and religion as a start.
Oh, that's not me.
No, it's better religion in D&D than real religion.
So it's all fake religion anyway.
Well, yeah, it's the same thing in that sense, but like these actually mean something.
Nice. Wizard knight, weremen, they get the ability to reclaim their corpse. Their soul finds their body again.
You're gonna be a wereskunk.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Maybe
So, hang on. Like seriously. If I'm going to be a cleric, if Joe's actually going to be a paladin, and Mike's actually going to be a barbarian.
What could I be?
Well, you said you want to be a wizard, did you not?
Be whatever the fuck you want.
I don't know. I don't know
Within the
what are my
actual
options.
class. You're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to do the research, buddy.
It's going to be a werewolf.
I'm gonna
It's your
be.
world. It's your
Can I
world.
be
Whatever you
Can I be
want.
Harry Potter?
You could be...
Your name can be Harry Potter.
Wizard.
Yeah.
Your name can be Henri Puder, for all I care.
Henri Pétia.
Yeah.
Oui. Bon oui, Henri Pétia. Bon croissant.
Pavlova?
Bibliothèque.
I'll look into it, I guess. I'll talk to one of my other nerds that I know.
Joe, are you putting your stand-in for the end of the show?
Did you just flat Joe the podcast?
That's funny.
Flat Joe needs to come play D&D. And James is also working on a brand new character.
Is that your game piece?
Brand new character. So, hang on. So, if it's the four of us, Ben and my brother Michael, so there's 6 of us?
Hunter and Gia Nunn said they want to play too, but I don't know how serious they are.
Is 8 people, like, is that a realistic...
Yeah, you could have
Mike's
parties.
more serious than Hunter.
Yeah, you can have big parties.
Okay.
Like the perfect amount is like 5 or 6. Because when the party's too small, it's like you're gonna die. You're gonna die real quick.
Yeah. Whatchamacallit? Michael probably definitely do it. Hunter, he's the one that, if I don't tell him every day leading up to it, he won't do it, and I'm not doing that because...
Yeah, because he's got to put work into the character. He's actually got to make the character.
I'm an adult, you're an adult, figure it the fuck out.
That's fine.
I'm not holding your hand.
Yeah, I know your brother, him and I had like a 20-minute discussion the other day about it. Kyle.
John or Mike?
No. Kyle's brother, Mike.
Yeah.
So I know he's down. But let's end this shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot we were... Alright, as always, if you like what you hear, you can like us on Facebook.com/nerdies. Also on Twitter @nerdies. Email us at nerdies@gmail.com and check out nerdies.com.
While you're there, kindly go fuck yourself. Then, go purchase a t-shirt at prowrestlingtees.com/nerdities, NERDATIS. You're too good for those t-shirts, which apparently most of you think you are. Sink your money into my sinful sweets at CINNFUL creationsbyjustin.com. Buy stuff there. If that's not good enough for you, then head over to Can't Stop the Rope Drop podcast, listen to another free show, and then purchase those t-shirts if you're a fan of the Disneys. All these wonderful creations, except for the baked stuff, is made by Michael. From our brains to Mike's pen. Well, digital pen, I guess. And
Pencil. Apple Pencil.
Yeah, well, dig stuff.
Redo.
Yeah. Good day.
Crocky.
Bonza.
Wallaby. Beer.
Koala.
Alienmanium.
Vagina.
Yeah.
Australian for beer. All right, that's it. Joe.
You gonna do your thing? You gonna shill?
Oh, I got it.
Check us out on YouTube, Nerdities. Subscribe to us. Hit the bell to get notified when we drop new content. If you want to sponsor Nerdities, write us at nerdities@gmail.com. We'll croon, we'll swoon, we'll plug your shit. We will
blow you.
Do what we can to
warm it up
give
to
us
it.
more opportunity to have more fun things and more content. Flat Joe has spoken.
Joe just wants money so he could buy the fucking Apple AR shit.
If you want me to test this out and give a product review, I will totally be down. I won't say no.
Fucking shill.
Yeah, they've been waiting for you to offer.
Yeah.
Did you notice the vernacular he added in there? Will swoon.
Yeah.
He likes Justin, so we'll get on
I
that.
know.
Free hat, right?
Free
You know what I
hat.
mean?
Not the hat they're thinking, but a free hat.
Oh no.
Joe constantly has the vapors. The opinions of the Nerdies crew are idiotic and poised up my doorway next week, so be far more insulting. Fuck bye. Now I gotta find my D&D stuff.
Bye.
And why should I care? Drop!